Well, who doesn't love checking out free, funny, crazy, or exclusive videos on YouTube?
But the question is, Lola, would you pay to still see those same videos? Well, we may soon have to. And here to explain is U.S. business editor Andrew Schmertz. Thank you for being here, Andrew.
Thank you. So, you know, YouTube is the world's largest online video site. But it is not exactly known for the most sophisticated programming out there. It has made its brand with the broadcast yourself. So the cat playing the piano, for example.
Exactly.
I actually understand we have that video.
Oh,
there you go.
No way.
You just watch it over and over again, poor cat.
And now you're saying we have to pay to see the cat? Obviously, YouTube wants a little bit more money. But how do they plan on charging us just to see the pretty cat?
So the cute cat is going to stay free. That's what they're talking about. But the deal is the company makes about, in revenue, $1.3 billion a year in ad revenue. It is entirely an ad revenue supported entity, part of Google. And for years, it made no revenue. So it's figured out a little bit of the ad market. However, the ad market in the online space is very, very sensitive. So like many other sites right now, they're looking at subscription models. And what YouTube is planning to do, according to widespread reports, YouTube has yet to firmly confirm it, is basically going to create subscription channels along various lines: entertainment, music, lifestyle, kids programming, for example, which will help programmers of kids programming because they cannot run advertisements and they block the ads. So there may be an extra stream of revenue here. And YouTube is basically trying to create a separate stream of revenue, but also to encourage producers to come to YouTube and not, for example, Netflix or Amazon, which is building up these services as well.
So when are these changes expected to go into effect?
YouTube is starting to roll out the changes this week, but that doesn't mean you and I can start producing videos and start charging for them. They're basically going to a select few group of producers, some of their top programmers, and saying we're going to allow you to charge for them. And it's really to create them an extra stream of revenue, because if you do produce like the cat video, and let's say you allow ads to run, you're still not going to make a lot of money. Maybe you make enough money to feed the cat, but there's not a lot of ad revenue that is coming to the producers of the videos.
Oh, so it's all coming to YouTube.
Not all of it. But
how much will it actually cost to see one of these videos if we have to pay for it?
So there's a few different subscription options, but YouTube apparently is going to charge as little as $1 a month to start getting subscriptions. Well, you know, you say it's not bad, but the question is, but what are you paying for? So it's per channel. It's not like you're going to subscribe to YouTube. It's per specific channel. And so it depends on the content. But, you know, specialty content has a very loyal following, and people might pay for it. For example, there are videos on how to play the guitar. So maybe that's worth a few dollars a month.
And all these makeup tutorials are also very, very popular.
The tutorials, the food tutorials are also very popular. So they have a range of popular services out there. But for producers, it's a way to get them to continue to create content. And so YouTube is trying to become a little bit more mature, if you will, and a little bit more sophisticated. The downside is we like to see the cat playing the piano.
We do. We do.
And you know, so many other things. I've gone to YouTube. If I needed to repair my sink in the kitchen, I've actually been able to watch the video, take off the old faucet, and put a new one on.
Really?
Just by watching
Really? You've done that?
On YouTube, yes. Everything is on YouTube.
Well, everything is on YouTube. I haven't decided to replace my sink by watching it, but okay.
And it worked, no links.
They have a tremendous amount of content on there. Of course, YouTube has also been challenged by copyright issues over the years because people just swipe videos and put them on there. So YouTube has a whole bunch of issues to resolve, but Google wants to be able to keep the eyeballs coming to YouTube, but more importantly, step up the quality of production.
So say this works out, how much could they potentially make?
The numbers are really all over the place. You know, they're making about, in revenue, $1.3 billion right now. The question is, can they double that number through subscriptions? It's really unknown. There are some services out there that have successful subscription models right now. Glenn Beck runs one where he is getting subscriptions. The Wall Street Journal's running a video subscription service, which part of its overall pay platform for the newspaper that is getting some traction. So there are some services out there that seems to be working.
Now explain the difference between the normal people and those people will be able to charge. Like you said, we can't necessarily put our cat on there and start charging for that, or we just won't make money off of it.
Well, I think at some point it seems that the next step would be to allow anybody who wants to charge to do so. That they're not doing that right now. So basically, they're going to select producers, or you can pitch them and get a permission to create a channel, your own channel, maybe a branded channel, for example.
Okay. How much do you think we could get for our show, Andrew?
I would start at $150 a month.
I like it. I like it. Well, you know, I can also see many artists doing this, like music artists, the new released video, for example, putting that on YouTube and charging for that. Because,
record labels.
Right, exactly.
You know, record labels, well, the record industry might go ahead and try doing that. Then they want to sell records, though. And, you know, maybe that will drive people. Maybe YouTube now connects to a service that could sell you the music. That might be the next step out of there.
Now, you know, people like to get things for free. So do you think this will in any way hinder people from going to YouTube?
I think that there is a risk here that all of a sudden the popular videos they like how to fix the sink at home, now cost you, you know, $5. And, you know, Shannon's wife will be like, pay the $5.
Right. $5.
But there are going to be people who are going to be turned off by that. And that happens at any time a new subscription service starts up. And of course, the entire online model has always been based on advertising. And anytime they start putting up paywalls, if you will, on certain sites, it starts causing problems. But they're trying to move to that cable television model where you pay every month for TV, and then you have to sit there and watch the ads.
Well, they're going to have some competition with Netflix and Hulu and things like that
That's
as well, right?
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu, iTunes, all of this represents competition, and all of services are ahead of YouTube in this business model right now.
So they're going to have to play some real catch-up here.
I think so. I think that's why YouTube is going out there. They, you know, Google does not want to get caught behind. Google wants to be leading on all of this.
And
I
so
think
Facebook is trying to do something similar?
Well, what Facebook is doing is right now they have pretty much text ads and little picture ads. And Facebook is consistently challenged on the online platform as far as advertising goes. They're doing a little bit better in mobile the last quarter. So what Facebook is trying to do is basically allow for video ads and pre-roll. So you go to your Facebook page and maybe a video ad pops up. That is no doubt going to be upsetting the Facebook community, which, you know, Facebook community believes they own Facebook, and anytime they make one little change, like move your birth date from the top right to the top left, you know, the community explodes.
So do you think people will complain and try to fight back with this change? Nobody wants to see that.
There's already been talk that people will complain, but, you know, the complaints and then people forget about it. But, yeah, video pre-rolls have always been controversial.
And it looks like they're going to continue to be controversial.
Yeah, that's right. But
what's not controversial is you being here, Andrew Schmertz. You always make us happy, and you always bring us the news. Thank you, Andrew.
We'll see you later.
See you later.
Now, of course, we want to find out what you all think about all these charges coming to YouTube, the pre-rolls on Facebook. So tweet us about it at Arise TV 360.